like whips and chains, you can pin me down. You can whip your loving on me, baby. Whip your loving on me. 'Cause I'm vanilla, baby.
Vast lonely places, the key to opening doors.
Last night I went to the club and I went by myself because I didn't have anyone to go with. I had an idea for a remix and then someone spills a whole cup of water on me, like cold icy water. And I was like, that's my sign to leave. So I left and I got home and it was like maybe 1 a.m. Hello, I'm gonna make a drum and bass remix, capturing the vibe of the London clubs like the one that I was at tonight. I thought it would make it even more entertaining to buy a fake tattoo off Amazon and put it on my arm. And then I called up one of my best friends before I went. Should I go as a different name or should I just go as myself? You should totally have a different character. Great. What should my name be? Go with something that's close enough to your real name. Jessica, close to Francesca. You need to have another story, different job. It has to be something that you can actually talk about. I can cook. I know what I'm doing in the kitchen. So that is who I am tonight, is Jessica the private chef with an arm tattoo of a dragon. Hi, I'm Jess the private chef. And I'm here to stir up some vibes. I go to the club, I'm waiting to get something to drink from the bar. The DJ is dropping banger after banger after banger, and then the DJ drops Loving on Me by Jack Harlow. But it was a completely different vibe to everything else the DJ was playing. Even though the song is a great song, it wasn't the right song in my opinion to play. The energy just died. And I was just standing by the side like, wait, what if it's whips and chains, whips and chains, whips and chains, whips and chains, na 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 na.
Drum and bass drop.
And then I had another idea in the original song, but he samples Bass Salik by Cadillac Dale. This guy is singing, I don't like no whips and chains, you can't pin me down, but you can whip your loving on me, baby.
Whip your loving on me.
That sentence does not belong in a club, like the club I was in tonight.
I don't like no whips and chains.
Because people like whips and chains in that club. They're wearing leather, they're wearing chains, that is the vibe. But I was like, what if I can take that original sample, edit it, so it's I like whips and chains, you can pin me down. And so it's kind of like tongue-in-cheek, like, yeah, I'm vanilla, baby. I ain't no killer, baby, but you can pin me down. And so now I'm home. I've got the original vocals. I've sped it up to 170 BPM. This is what it sounds like.
I know whips and chains, checks on me out, but you can whip your little me, baby, whip your little me, baby.
I'm vanilla, baby.
I've given it some chops and I've made it I like whips and chains.
I like whips and chains, check it on me out, whip your little me, baby, whip your little me.
First instinct for me is to reharmonize this. Every single genre has its own musical language or vocabulary. That is one of the many things that gives it its
Vibe.
Let me give you an example. If, for instance, Bach took this melody and then arranged it for a choir that was singing in a cathedral as you walk down the aisle. There's a conductor with a baton and there's a whole choir and an organist. And the conductor is like, maybe I should figure it out first, wait, hang on. Alright, I'm gonna attempt to sing it like a choir. I like whips and chains, you can pin me down, you can rip your loving on me, baby, rip your loving on me, baby. Please be seated. That is not the vibe for a drum and bass remix of Whips and Chains that I had in my mind in the club. No. Vibe number 2, R&B. Could you like, baby, I like whips and chains, you can pin me down, you can whip your lovin' on me, baby, rip your lovin' on me, baby. Let's get to the point. Drum and bass remix. Whips and chains, whips and chains, whips and chains, whips and chains. Na 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 na. I'm just gonna use 2 of the notes from the harmony that I originally came up with. add some drums. Vocals. You need some whoa. It needs some sort of harmony, but the bass and the drums are the focus, and then the melody. The bass is so big that it takes up all the space where the chords would be. It's like if you make a chocolate brownie and you put so much chocolate in it that the cinnamon that you put in there is kind of noticeable, but it's not really noticeable if I didn't tell you that there was cinnamon in it. You might as well just focus on the chocolate. Having a bass like this, like a Reese bass is what it's called, no pun intended, fills up the frequency spectrum. Lots of resonances, that's the type of wave that it is.
Yay.
I wonder what the harmony is in the original song. This is it. That's it. It's kind of ambiguous. It's like, what key are we in? It's not sure. I've got a solution. I'm just going to pitch up that original bass and I'm just going to turn it into a counter melody as like a little colour. This sound. That gives it some harmony. Okay, what about all together then? Good morning. Today I'm going to finish the remix and I'm gonna just explain it to you afterwards. I think is probably the easiest way. And then you can tell me if it vibes or if it doesn't vibe. I want to play you the strings that Eva Hummingbird sent me, my alter ego. She's a violinist, she's a composer. Also a double agent, lives in the 1940s, but is able to communicate with us now. I have this special telephone here that allows me to communicate with her. I don't actually think you can see it. Basically what I do is I ring our special code. So I sent her this vocal that I recorded, which is a counter melody in the second chorus. Then she'll call me back and the file will magically land on my laptop because she's a secret agent and she's able to do stuff like that even though she's in the 1940s. This is what she sent me. Although it kind of works in the intro, it's too dark. I needed a bit more contrast for the drop to really hit. And I also tried it in the pre. Again, it was like too much going on. I think it's better to just keep it simple, especially at the beginning. This is what it would sound like if it was in the bill.
Okay, let's break it down.
You got me down. Whips and chains. You got me down. I'm vanilla, baby. Whips and chains. All day no killer, baby. I'm like whips and chains. You got me down. Baby, you're little me, baby, you're little me. I'm vanilla, baby. All day no killer, baby. I'm vanilla, baby. All day no killer, baby.
This episode would not be complete if I had not sent the remix to everyone and anyone who exists in this vibe. DJs, producers, events, venues, artists, Jack Harlow, Jack Harlow's team. Because the whole point of Vibes for Lonely Places is to make music which acts as a metaphorical key that unlocks a metaphorical door to connecting with people and places whose vibe I love. That's it. That's literally it. And the biggest question is, does it vibe? Can you imagine yourself vibing to this track? It's a very simple question, really. So you can comment, or you can send me a message with the word yes or the word no. Or you can tell me exactly where you imagine yourself being and doing listening to this track. But keep it PG though. Keep it PG, kids. And because you were wondering, I am sometimes vanilla. So hi, Jack. That's really embarrassing. Cue the outro.
Vibes for lonely places. Vibes for lonely places. Vibes for lonely places. The key to opening doors.
I totally forgot to mention that I am not putting the song at the end of this video because it's an illegal bootleg. I don't have clearance from Jack's record label to actually be uploading this. So the YouTube bots might find me and then take it down. Then you wouldn't get to see this video and then we'll all be sad. You might be annoyed, but just go and watch it there. Just click on the link. I'll put it on SoundCloud. I'll put it in the other video. And then you can comment there, or you can come back here and comment here.
Or comment on SoundCloud, or don't comment at all, or send me a message, whatever the fuck you want to do.
That's why it's not in this video. Okay, bye.